My little guy's still dead though. How sad. So here I'm rebroadcasting my last game. I don't know what was going on. Something kept popping up that says um, it couldn't, some kind of weird error message, go to PlayStation. So I went to PlayStation, and PlayStation says, we've never seen your error before. So thanks, kids. Ah, my pregnant ladies are ready to hatch. This is no time to start a family. There is an incident in the vault. That's funny. The death claws are here. You gotta have a baby. That's funny. That's really funny. There's a baby. And there's a baby. Got 6 more to go. Da-da. 45 on that. Damn. Hey, those ladies aren't pregnant anymore. That means they can fight fires and monsters. That's helpful. Oof, we're trying it. Alright, almost there. How about you guys? 46? 40. I'll take 40. Ooh, didn't work. Grab some of the kids next door. Still know what, probably? Well, I had 0. That fella that I sent the friend request to, then we lost him. I don't know, I had 4 a little while ago. One of the first things that people are going to notice is your microphone quality. So when you talk to me, your voice kind of, and it's not because you can't use English. It's because your microphone doesn't pick up your sound very well. Good grief, put the stinking fire out already. Thanks. Yeah, I've got stim packs. No, I'm not going to give you one. Yeah, okay, I'll give you one. Man. Frickin' sissies. Yeah, she's okay, she's okay. 40%, let's see if I can get a 40. There we go. Ah, welcome back, Robert. I appear to have fixed my, what's it called thing. I don't know why I was getting the bad errors on that. Anyway, I like... Yep, see your mic's doing it right there. I like the Puget Sound. I like living near the ocean. So I bought a beach house. That's where I live. It's kind of nice. You know what? It has nothing to do about luck. It has everything to do about planning. Ah, see, funny thing about that. That depends upon where you're trying to buy a beach house at. Because if you're trying to buy a beach house in Malibu, those are very expensive. However, I bought a very nice house. Let me see here. You're 12, so how can I describe real estate very well? If you ask anybody, an adult, about real estate, they will tell you location, location, location. And the difference is, if you look out your front window, you can see your neighbor's house across the street, right? Okay. Now, behind your neighbor's house is all the sand and all the ocean and all the beach. His house is going to be probably $100,000 more than your house. Because my house is across the street, I paid about $120,000 less. So if I leave my front door right now, I can walk, I think it's 6 blocks. Yeah, I'm 6 blocks to the boat ramp and 7 blocks to the first sandy beach. And the difference in price of that is I have all the beach weather, I have all the beach access, I don't have all the beach problems, meaning that the wind and the rain and the surf come right off the ocean there, and they beat on the side of your house, and it makes it mildew, it makes it rot, it makes it break down. So just by being about 6 blocks away from that, with a little bit of a hill in between there, my house doesn't get nearly as torn up. I get to stay warm and cozy. I bought my house across the street from the fire station, so when everybody else's power goes out in the neighborhood, mine's still going strong because, yeah. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. So, so I keep my power stays on all the time. I get to stay comfortable, and if I want to go to the beach, I can walk 6 blocks. It's not bad. When it's rainy and stormy outside and it's all coming down sideways, I don't want to go to the beach on that day anyway. Nobody does. I'll go sit at the restaurant like everybody else on the pier, and we watch out the window as we eat clam chowder. That's just what we do. So anyway, in your infinite wisdom, the choices you make when you grow up, that was one of the ones that I did was, don't buy something that that isn't going to work very well. Buy something that's going to work very well. Would you buy somebody's broken PlayStation controller? Then why would you buy somebody's broken house? Hey, you can pass on the chowder. We got good clam strips here, and they make good hamburgers. Hamburgers are also good staple food. Yeah, you got to get some guns for your people, man. In the Fallout 4 video game, duct tape is excellent. In Fallout Underworld, I don't know because I haven't got to the place where I can start crafting yet. Oh, good grief. Get in there, Turbo. Well, a wise man once told me that half of something is better than all of nothing. So when you go exploring, you send somebody out with a lot of luck. Those guys find the most stuff. How much should a power station make? My fully upgraded power station makes 66. My level 2 power station makes 44. Huh. 52. Do you have 3 blocks in it or 2? Okay, because I'm looking at my power generator right now and it says 44. And I'm looking at my other power plant, and it says 66. Oh, Robert, you've only had canned chowder? Oh, dude, that's like that's like the only boobs that you've ever seen are your mom's or something like that. It's just not as good, man. Fresh chowder. Fresh fresh chowder is excellent. Um, it's sort of like biscuits and gravy. You can get biscuits and gravy out of the can, or you can get biscuits and gravy made from scratch. If they're made by somebody that knows how to cook, you're getting a superior product. All right, Savage, what was your question? Oh, hey, that's where he is. Mysterious stranger just popped up. Oops. Come here, you. Ah, 59 caps. That's what that sound is. No, you just got to listen for the boom, 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 boom. That sound. That means he just appeared. So your base, your guys are not building strength. Your power stations use people that have strength. You don't have enough people to be able to build the... let me see here. He did pop up earlier. I just missed him a couple of times. I didn't correlate the sound to what it was that he does. Let me see here. Radio studio, 20 weapons, weight room. You gotta have 24 dwellers in order to build the weight room. And I'm pretty sure you don't have 24 dwellers yet, Savage. That's not 24. Let's see here. Speaking of that, I need to have Overseer's Office 20 for the vault. And there's one right there. Looks like somebody else is getting pregnant. Mr. Agility, it's going to be you. Really? Somebody else had a baby, huh? Oh, she is ready. She's not getting... No. No, you make them... You gotta make them live, dude. There's no way to actually beat this game. All you can do is end up building down... I don't know, it looks like about 20 levels, 25 levels. You can build down really deep into the earth. And you can max out the level of all of your people. That's about all you're going to get. And whether or not you can get somebody into the wasteland for a really long period of time. That's pretty much the all of it. In order to... You don't have a storage room? Okay. So, let me pop this thing open again. I'm going to look at the last screenshot you alive in order to be able to run your buildings, okay? Oh, wait a second. Now I'm not messing around anymore. We're gonna give you the sniper rifle. You don't have to understand, you just have to accept that they are and be glad for it, maybe. Come on, guys. There we go. Oops, I should not have done that. Oh well. Oh good. That takes care of that. My vault got attacked by raiders. Your what is? Okay, so you need to get, if you have a 3-block room, you need to get 6 people in there. I don't have 6 people in mine. So if you pause your game or save it for a minute or whatever, you can come look at my build and I'll walk you through it step by step, okay? Just let me know when you're here. Oh, speaking of that, party chat, invite players, all friends. I think that's you. Robert, I do believe I just sent you a party invite. If you have a headset and your English is good. If your English is bad, I can butcher about 4 other languages and swear. But you gotta keep hello. Ah, the mysterious stranger just popped up. Yeah. I don't see him though. Come on. That's gonna make me laugh if he popped up in the bedroom where they're yeah, he was in the water purification room up on top, but this one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, he's not up for very long, and it makes me, that's the whole point of him. He's mysterious, that's what he does, just like from Fallout 4. He only shows up briefly. I wonder if he shows up in the elevators too. That would be a pain in the ass. You got a lot of static in your microphone there, Robert. What are you doing? All right. Must. Where are you, Texas? Oh yeah, it gets hot as hell there too. I have been to Illinois. How far from Chicago are you? No, I sure don't. Yes. Yes, I know where that is. Okay. I have been to Chicago a couple of times. Once by necessity. When my dumbass joined the Navy. All right. Savage, you watching my video again yet? I sent you you sent me a friend request and I took it. So you can go to my, if you just go to your friends list, you can see my live feed that way. I think, no, my audio is not, I have the video game audio coming out of the TV, but all communication comes out of my headset. Oh, I think that's because Savage has me on too. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, thanks, buddy. There is, in fact, some humanity left in the world. It just, you know, isn't as much as it needs to be sometimes. All right, 600. All right, Savage is here. All right, I'm going to back this up a little bit. So I put this is going to be my main elevator shaft right here down the far wall. And that's how I'm going to dig all the way to the bottom. This shaft right here is going to stop. And I'm gonna put it, damn it, I can't, so the building that's I have in the boxes right now, and the building right now, so I'm gonna drop a second shaft right here, so that I can push all these buildings to the left 1/2 a square. And the reason that I do that is so that when raiders come into your base and they break into your base, then they go down the elevators, and then they go down a floor and they run back and forth. They go down a floor and they run back and forth. And you can mess with their ability to run back and forth very well. Yeah. How about now? So, if you just turn the sound on your TV off all the way, that might help. Yes, sir. How's it sound now? Okay, but do you still have the echo? All right, trying to talk, Captain. Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, I tried that too. My TV's all the way off right now. I don't have any sound effects. Meh. I just have a, you know, I tell my old lady if she doesn't like it, she can leave. That's... Okay. All right, so for Savage, since I've, you can hear me better now. So the main shaft that is going to be my base is going to be this right side elevator, and it's going to go all the way down to the bottom. When you get all the way down here, it... Oh, hey, it's not lava anymore. When I played the game last, it was lava. So, hey, that's what you got. Sometimes I'll use the left and right shaft, and I'll put it out here in the middle. Otherwise, and that's just to keep the thing even and full all the way. You got a flamer there. Great. You can break those rocks. I will for you, sir. Make... Nope, you can break them. So for 175 caps, you can break a rock. Here we go. Whoops. Come here. Bing! And it's gone. I'll break that one too, just because. So then it clears up the section, and each layer it gets a little more expensive as you go down. Right. It says science station. Yep. So if I push... No, that's a different game. You're thinking of XCOM. So Science Lab is going to be 500 caps. So let me get 500 caps real quick. I just harvested this, so we're gonna... I'm gonna rush the room, and it's gonna be a 30% chance for it to fail, but I'm gonna get 31 caps for it and 148 XP. But if I zoom in here and I can look at what suits these people are wearing, this lady is wearing, she's wearing the Wastelander medic suit, and the other one is just wearing a vault suit. So if I look around, there we go. This guy. We're going to take off his formal wear and give him a vault suit. So this was previously at 30% to fail. If I give this girl, if I give the girl formal wear, and I ask it to upgrade now it drops down to 28%. As the little people gain luck, it lowers your ability to fail. So I speed this up, it plays a little sound, hooray, I win, and I get some caps. So I'm going to hit it again, go ahead. Failure rate. I have a 38% chance of having an incident, so I'm just going to ride this out until I have one. Nope, success. I win again. Now, every time you do that, it resets your... At the very bottom, it's going to be 5 minutes before I can harvest the room again. So if I only had like 16 or 18 seconds left and I rushed the room, then it would roll the dice for the damage, and then it would reset the room anyway, so I just wait before I do it. So now I'm at 48%. That's going to be 50-50. Oh, failed. What do we get? Rad roaches. Okay, I don't... There's a different level of profanity, that's for sure. So this room has got... This room has 24 minutes in order for it to finish. So, and I've got a 35% failure rate. So if I come up here and I steal the suit off this girl, and I give her a vault suit, and I put my vault suit on this guy, when I do this room, it's going to drop down to 33%, which really is whoop-de-doo. However, it'll take 25 minutes for me to get stim packs again. So if I take, let's see here, no, not him. This guy. If I take this guy out and I throw him in this room, it goes up to 41 minutes. And it has to do with how much intelligence your person has. And he's actually a cook, so this is a better room for him anyway. So to put him in that place, it means I can move him from hallway to hallway, and I can rush this thing. Hit it again. Now we're getting into the dangerous area where it's more likely to start happening. 50. That's what's it going to go to next. 61. Oh, it worked. Right? Risk versus reward. So each time I do that, the caps you get is more, and the XP reward you get is also more. So we'll see if this one goes off. Yep, 71 went. So now I'm at 81, and the XP reward is 900 with 81 caps. This one's definitely gonna crunch. Nah, 81 went down. Down in flames. It was like being in a casino. I was. Sure. So one of my rooms, I make stim packs. And making the stim packs is pretty important so that I can use them. I have a full 25 is the most you can have, and I have 25. So I'm not worried about using stim packs on anything that I would use a stim pack on. So I'm going to try rushing this room one more time. I have a 91% chance for that to have a problem. I could, but legitimately, it's kind of retarded to do that. So I'm going to grab this guy up, and I'm going to put him back over here, into this room. And I have enough room for one more person besides him. Oops. Ah, perfect. My power plant. I don't know if that's because you're also in the chat room or if it's because you're also in the feed. I'm not sure. Alright, so the more people you have in the room, the better chance you have of having a good success. Right now it's at 32. If I'm going to grab the guy from the bottom, well, I gotta keep that room alive. There we go. And... because one's not enough. Let's see here. I'll pull her out. Now she doesn't bring a lot of strength, but I want to have people in this room that have a lot of luck. Right now it's at 33. I think it'll drop down again when she shows up. And the idea about having a large group of people is so that you can use the lucky trick. You get 3 people that are they have the right skill to operate in the room, and then you get these other people, and all they do is support. They're just helpers. So now, oh yeah, 33%. But I have 6 people in the room. So if something goes haywire, they just immediately start getting to work. Oh, that's because she's pregnant, and the pregnant ones immediately run away. So if they, there's... No, it was a lady. The old man, the mustache guy. Huh. That's funny. Okay, so they solve the fire, they get XP, and then it's 6 minutes before the room generates power like it's supposed to. But I'm not going to wait. 43%. Success. So I get my caps, I get my XP, 53%. As soon as it starts getting above 50, 60, then I don't push the button anymore. But for the moment, I'm just trying to generate a bunch of caps. And failed. Ah, roaches. Yes, sir. As long as you like. Or until they die. It takes them half as much time. So I use the stim packs to save my little guys in the room, and I'm down to 15 of them. Good grief, one of you guys has got to get a machine gun. There we go. They sucked. For example of the kids out in the wasteland, this one, she's leveled up a couple of times, and she's now, she made the 2-hour threshold, and after 2 hours, she's going to start coming into harder monsters. It is the globe. Crafting, I think. So I've got a BB gun. I'm definitely going to sell that thing. I've got a hunting rifle. I'm going to equip that to somebody. Gunshots to the east. I think I'll go west. What a great plan, honey. What a great plan. This guy who's running around with the dog, he's used one of his radiation packs, but he hasn't used any of his stim packs yet. Which makes sense because he just was fighting rad scorpions and fire ant warriors. Oh, he's got an armored vault suit. So that's going to be a +3 perception. Once he finally brings that thing back, then that'll be great. So to bring him back, then you push the recall button, and then he starts walking the other way, and it's half the amount of time. Anything less than 2 hours, you can feed him one of the Nuka-Cola bottles, and he'll just run right back. It's a gnarly power-up that way. Less than 2 hours is my current... No. 2 hours on return. So when she's at 3... Like when she's at 3 hours. Something like that. This guy's going to need a stim pack. Now, because I burned off all the goodwill in the top room, and I had some kid down here in the bottom, I can send all these people that I was just using. Come on. Into the copy room. That one, she has 5 strength. She took 3 minutes off the build time of that room. I think that's 6. One of the other things that will happen if you already have, if you have 4 people in a room or 6 people in a room and you try and add one more, it will take somebody with the lowest correct stats of that room and then throw them out in your place. Yeah. Okay, so if you eat a bunch of candy and then you wonder why you're a fat kid, I'm just saying that you might enjoy having candy, but don't make it a mystery about where it came from. So if you are trying to get new people from the wasteland, then they have to be able to hear your radio message. It says, hey, we've got a spot, come out here, it'll be safe. Well, at the same time, the bad guys can hear that same thing and say, wait, they've got all this food and water over there? Let's go over there, guys. I would say trade-offs. That is pretty much, in a nutshell, what it is. Trade-offs. I feel pretty good about what I do. The guy in my first room, oops, he's carrying a really big gun. It's 10 to 13. In my open inventory, I also have a machine gun. So what I'll do is I'll quickly take the gun off this guy, and then I'll just go to the next room and swap that gun. Well, I mean, she's got a shotgun, but then I'll put a bigger gun on the next person, and I'll take the guns quickly from this room and then put those guns on the people. Yep. Just it's sort of like the Russians in World War I. When the man in front of you loses the rifle, lean down and pick it up, because there's 30 guys and there's only 6 rifles, and you guys got to share. Yep. Yeah, so at the moment, I've only got enough heavy guns for a couple of people. So I put them up in the front of the house. So, right, notes for the raiders. So the raiders get shot by the heavy stuff. In all my rooms down here, I try and keep at least one person that's got some kind of rifle or a pistol. Like, he doesn't have one, and he should. No, he doesn't. That's why. Because I only have one more gun left. She's got a pistol. She's got a rifle. This room's got a couple of people with guns in it. So you figure out which ones are your main rooms, and you understand what it is that you're trying to do there. So now we'll go back to the building thing. The overseer's office is going to cost me 1,000 caps. That is, in fact, the thing that I want next, so that I can send dwellers on quests from here. However, I want to have another science station first. There we go. $19. If I push the square button, that will also reflect the gear up on the top. It will tell you how many people I have. I have the very first one is a child. It's got her name. It's got her stats. She's 50% happy because she's a child and nobody knows what they turn into when they grow up. In 11 minutes, she'll become an adult. The next child in 2.5 hours will become an adult. Then it comes the next person that's working in the restaurant. The next one that's working in the restaurant, the clinic, child, water treatment, restaurant. And this is so you can send the people that you are trying to find to the right places. Like this guy, he's got a lucky suit on. He's out in the wasteland. His life is pretty much, it's just about half gone. But I know for a fact that he's carrying a shit ton of stims. So he'll be okay. Yes. Yes, he does. So, yeah, he's got 10 of them. If he levels, this is going to be the best part. If he fights another monster that coughs up a lot of XP, and you get an encounter about every minute. Sometimes 2 a minute if you're standing there watching them. So it just has cute little things for you to say or read. If he levels up, it will fill his hit points all the way up, and he won't have to use a stim pack. See if he finds something there. All right. Not only did we signs of a fight, he found 20 caps and a rad roach. All right, shoot it. Bam, bam, bam. So he didn't take any damage, and he gains 300 XP, and he rolls on to the next thing. I sent him out into the wasteland with 10 stim packs and 4 of the radiation things, because that's what I had available for him at the time. He's one of the things they added fairly recently, I think, and they're not just vanity pets. He gives a boost of 27% more hit points or something like that. The game just gave it to me after I reached a certain point. I would love to tell you that I knew what point that was, but I hope to see some of the crazy radiation-infested mongrels. I want something that's really gnarly. I'm only sort of excited for Fallout 76. I think... Go ahead, you tell me. I think with the battle royale, I think my loading time is like 40 seconds. Hey, Automatic, how you doing? So my guy leveled up just now, and his hit points filled back up, and so he's not even eating stim packs. He's off and cooking again. Number 3 or number 4? Why not? Alright. So I will tell you, in Fallout 4, there are at least 4 separate endings. No. but you got to go so back in history to find that out. I played. Hang on one second. Hey, Automatic, did you find my clan on Orcs Must Die? If you did, I'll pop over there in about half hour, 45 minutes, and I'll invite you. Or I'll accept your application or whatever. There's not the game doesn't support guilds very much, but if you go to it is a free game. Orcs Must Die Unchained, and my clan name is Iron Man, and there's parentheses and it suits. I think I've got like 26 or 27 people in it. So just roll down the guild list and send an application, and I'll approve them all in a little bit. It's a tower. It's a tower defense game, and all the monsters run through your traps and stuff. It makes me giggle a lot. Go ahead, dude. You had a question. It's legitimate. Oh. Well, can't help you with that. So you were telling me about Fallout. The very first Fallout. It was written by a kid that I knew when I grew up, and we lived in the same town. And the whole thing is based off the Willamette Valley in the Portland area. So you go from Klamath Falls to Portland, Oregon, and that's where all the first Fallout was taking place. And that one was a turn-based game. So you would be able to move whatever your movement would allow you to move, and fight whatever you could fight if you had enough points left over. So I actually really like those kind of games. Yes, Orcs Must Die Unchained with an exclamation point. 63. Yeah. Yeah, it is for sure a free-to-play game. Perfect. Alright, Overseer's office. 1,000 caps. Boom. This is gonna, so this one's for you, Savage. If you watch my power meter, when I drop this down, it's gonna push my power bar. My little thing stays the same, but the little line in the middle, it's gonna move. You can now send teams of dwellers out to the vaults on quests. Lovely. And it shows in the Pip-Boy. It hasn't popped up yet. I'm still reading the hint. In the Pip-Boy. Right there. Awesome. Get started. Kill the glowing red roach and complete your training. 20 hours. Holy cats. In 20 hours I get a Vault Tech box and 200 caps. It should be automatic. It's going to be on the if you push the triangle button to open the diagram circle, and then you push left on the D-pad, that's going to take you to profile, and then you can use your mouse tab, or I think it's R1 or R2, and that's going to move you to guilds, and then you'll get to the guilds from there, and then you scroll down until you find Iron Man. Kill. I don't know that game, actually. don't know who's carrying my boomstick gun. Damn it. Alright, well. Yeah? Alright guys, 1 second. Hey, hang on. Hey. Automatic, it should just be Iron. You just roll down the list, you should be able to read them all, and it's Iron Man. I think I'm halfway down the list of guilds that are recruiting. You just hit the check mark and you should be able to find it. Ah, sweet. Yep, that's me. I'm the clan leader. So, if you send a request, then I'll approve it. And if you YouTube for a thing, or you follow if you look on my channel somewhere else, there's a thing that says endless baths for noobs. Then as soon as I finish this up in a little bit, then I'll take you through that. Press to open the quest log. I can reach it now. With Nuka-Cola, you can reach the quest instantly. Quantum, as Vault Tech has provided. Ah, sweet. I get a free ride with all those Nukas. Let's get juiced. Wow, look at them go. We're going to go fight this monster, and we're not even tired because we just drank a 6-pack of Nuka-Cola. The game just gave me 10. Yeah, dude, if you... Yeah, you're watching it happen right now, if you're still watching. Quests allow you to explore new locations, meet new dwellers, and collect loot. The map icon in the upper right corner will display your quest objectives. Kill the glowing radroach. Got it. Press X to continue. Oh, that's great. Explore by selecting the room you want the dwellers to travel to. To attack a specific enemy, hold X while the dweller is selected. Okay. When the checkmark icon appears... Oh, wow. This totally looks like original Fallout right now. Oh. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Where do we want to go from here? How do I touch the little glowy things? Hooray for... I'm guessing that's gonna be, there we go. Fallout 4 is in fact huge. I'm trying to do that on a permadeath run, dude. Let me tell you what it's like to try and get through that. Because Fallout's supposed to be a game you play by yourself. You mean having a buddy you could play with? Nah, hell with that. Now, how am I not opening all these boxes? There we go. Ah, I figured it out. So if you guys get to this, where you there's sparkly things inside the room, all I'm doing is hitting the X button, and the little guys are automatically searching it. So I don't have to try and click on the box itself. I just and somehow click to firing. I'm gonna have to do the tutorial on this one again. All right, more yarn. Even more yarn. And stim packs. That room's empty, that room's empty. What I really want is like 10,000 caps. I don't know. That's the hardest thing, is that I like harder games. I don't like games that are easy. No. So there's a I started a thread on Reddit, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and then somebody replied to it and he sent me a link. And this guy plays Fallout 4 on survival mode, the hardest difficulty, and he does it a couple of different ways. One of them is he does it without dying. You do the whole thing permadeath. So if your guy dies, you got to re-roll and start from the beginning. And in one of these missions, he does it successfully without killing any monsters. He beats the game without killing anything. See? That was a really great game too. Oh. Yeah. Right, you stealth mode the entire time, and you're like, really? And it's like, yep. That's why I'm trying to do Fallout 4 on permadeath, because it's one of those things that, how do you get through a ginormously long game and not die, and not have to do, like, I don't save to, you know, go try this boss and try out this other move. I'm just not doing it. I got stuck the other day on a glitch, and that made me mad. I didn't delete the game, I just got stuck. I was like, I'm walking down the sidewalk, and then I just couldn't move anymore, and I'm like, are you serious? So I ran around a little bit more, and I got to another spot, and it was basically the same shit again, but at about the 2-hour mark, I just couldn't do it, so I haven't played that game in a couple of days. Man, I was pissed. But besides that, it's been really a great game. It's really dynamic. It's hard. It's got there's bits of the game that are, I don't want to say are undiscovered, but I haven't found them, so it's all new to me. Oh, good grief, come on. Oh, good grief. Stinking bolt still on stinking fire. There we go. I like it. I only see one person in the chat. I don't know who else is in the. Orcs. I think it's pretty fun. Yes, some of the maps are only possible if you have a team, and it's only 3 people. So, yeah, 3's the maximum. You cannot trade in it. Brahmin hide. Alright, leather armor. That's nice. Oh, purple card. Nuka-Cola Quantums. Okay. Ah, sweet. That's funny. That's pretty. That, the kid from the kid from Radar, he could hear the helicopters about 10 seconds before anybody else could hear them. So instead of using the radio, then they just waited for him to say, "Oh, incoming," and then he would go run off to make the announcement. He could just hear the sounds before anybody else could, and that's how he got named Radar. Now, how that really got turned into, that probably makes... Yeah, that's funny there. Wonder Captain. Okay. So mine's a little bit more legitimate. I had a sailboat and I took it around the world twice. And it had to do with, I wonder what's over there. And my friends were like, yeah, but how are you going to find out? And I'm like, because I'm the captain. Yeah. At at the beginning, they level up pretty fast. Later on, I'm not sure what the is, but I know that you can only get their special stats up to 10. Yeah. How the hell am I? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just pushing the button when it pops up my turn. Oh no, he's a great member of the team. There we go, killed another one. We'll search this room real quick. Will it let me search the room? Yes, 1. Yes, 2. As he complains about not getting paid for this, as I rack up a whole bunch of caps. Oh, nice. And more caps. Okay. I sold it, actually, but the name of my boat was My Forever Girl. I'm at the moment, I'm planning my midlife crisis. So I'm looking at plans to build a new boat. And I'm looking at getting something between 90 and 130 feet. I'm planning mine. You know, it's very selfish, but... This is some kind of mini game. Right now I'm just pushing the X button and I loot all the little guys that I killed. Oh, I got my stim pack back. Got a magnifying glass. That's nice. And no, actually, hang on. I'm just trying to stock the shelves, get myself killed. A little bit of both. Actually, I'm the new district manager and you're fired. I'm taking that one. That's funny. Lousy job anyway. Yeah, I'm not... There we go. Apparently I have to push and hold the attack button in order to get it to work. Yeah, there's your adventure. Careful what you wish for. I don't like my house very much. I mean, I'm glad that I have it, but I just look around and it hasn't turned into any of the things that I wanted it to be. So, yep, I'll be here. So instead of throwing it all away, then I would just sit down and think. I will take some time and look at some plans and see if I can build another boat a little bit bigger than the last one and go adventuring again. It'll be nice to have a house that I can come back to if I need, but in the meantime... So I'll tell you a little bit of a story and then you're gonna laugh really hard. I bought my first boat at auction on accident. It was so big you can throw a frisbee from one end to the other, and I displaced 28 tons of water. I think I was the size of a 4-bedroom house. Yeah, and the new boat is going to be about 5.5 times or 6 times the size of my 2-bedroom house with a 2-car, 3-car garage on it. I'm going to be bigger than that. So to figure out if there's many people have very tiny boats, and I'm not considering a tiny boat. I'm looking at a behemoth of a boat that the boat problem that I had is that it was too big and I ended up getting lonely inside of there, and I didn't like that. Are you? It rains a shit ton in Seattle. Yeah. If you move just a little bit further west on the Olympic Peninsula, it's one of the rainiest places in the world. No, that's Astoria. Astoria is the worst place ever in the world for rain, but this is just really wet. Build. Yep. Yes. No, I don't know. I guess it depends upon your own personal views on that. Because if I said, "Hey, let's go move to Hawaii," and my girlfriend or wife or fiance or whoever girl is like, "Wait, we're moving where?" Yeah, Hawaii. I got a job offer over there, and I think I'm gonna take. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take it or not. She's like, "Hang on a second. I'm gonna be back with the tiniest swimsuit you've ever seen in your life. We're going to Hawaii." I mean. Yep. You might have, and you just didn't know it. I wouldn't complain about it too hard. You just got 3 new heroes. Oh, you mean from Orcs Must Die? Yeah. So the tutorial, if you want to do that, you can go back and do that. However, it's a game that starts with not requiring you to do the tutorial. And if you don't have any champions, then you can't play. Like, you have to have a hero that can put down the traps. So this one is my overseer's office, and this one is my radio station. And the pregnant girl that's in there is wearing nightwear, which gives her a +6 charisma, which will make it so that she attracts more visitors to the vault. So instead of trying to breed kids and waiting for them to get older, then they'll start walking up outside. Well, it is sexier. She just is out to here pregnant right now, so it's not showing on her very well. I think... Why's it gotta be lace, dude? It totally could have been leather. Oh, your poor wife. Girlfriend, whatever. Do the tutorial then. crates. I'm gonna have to. Absolutely. Hey, don't complain about the backgrounds, because that's how you can tell who's a noob and who's not. They do get changed, but once you get to the higher levels, so there's a mission where you get 3 or more stars on all the hardest missions, and then you get a new background. So when you jump into a room and it's like, how good is this guy? Nope, he's got the newbie banner on, kick him out. But when somebody jumps into the room and he's like, oh my god, he's got the, he's got the crowd control banner, this dude is hardcore. Yeah, we're keeping him. Okay, one question at a time. So the game gets pretty hard at certain points, but if you guys want to play it together, then I can. I'm gonna check on my vault dwellers that are out in the wasteland. That one's good. He's got a shit ton of stems. She's good. She's got a shit ton of stems. Well, if you pull it out, you can make sure that it's active. We can play it. So they're your traps. And the traps get upgraded by, you said the skulls, right? Yeah, so the skulls are the currency, and the scrolls are the paper things that you use to use silly spells when you play against other teams. And nobody really does. It's one of the failed sections of the game. They have sabotage, so you go onto a map, you play the map, and another guy plays the map, and then you send basically bad mojo to the other guy. Like every time he kills an ogre, then he has to do a dance, or you can make him use his superpower when he doesn't want to, or when he picks up a potion, it makes him blind. Right. There's other ones where you get a healing aura. That one's funny as hell to me because if you make the other guy when he's near monsters, the monsters are near him. That heals the monsters. He's healing all the monsters around him. That makes him really hard to kill. So they added PvP to it. None of the players do it. The queues for that are like 12 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes sometimes, because nobody's going to join it. It has no population. And the game's been out a year, and I think it's been out a year, and that entire section of it is pretty much just failed. Yeah. Orcs must die? I don't know how many are online, but I know that the server communities have about like 14 or 18,000 people in the PlayStation groups. I know the Reddit group has the Reddit has like 60,000 people in it. What other games do I play right now? I'm still trying to finish the aforementioned Fallout 4 survival mode. My permadeath Fallout 4 run. And the reason it's the same reason I'm trying to play this game right now, is Bethesda is going to open up all the stuff that they're going to open up, and I want to where the damn right? Do the tutorial, man. How many times do I gotta say it? If you're not sure what to do, go find out in the newbie section with instructions on what to do. Where was I? You're gonna find out if you lived or died. I don't know how far into it you are. Don't know. It's a playing card game, actually. I got it for my girlfriend, and then I figured it out, and then she never played it anymore. I haven't played Neverwinter in a while. Borderlands 2 I have not beaten yet. I get bored partway through with it. I just, I don't have the stomach for it. No, I've not. Well, what's the point of playing it then? Yeah. Yeah, all the... Yeah. Gauntlet. Right. There's a guy who did Fallout 4 in like 36 minutes or something like that, start to finish. Fallout 4, and like he set a world record time on it. Oh yeah, yes there is. I don't know how awesome it is, but I saw the highlight trailer for it, and I was like, man, I can't watch it, only because I haven't beaten the game yet, so I don't know where I have to go to stay on focus for all the stuff. So I was like, nope, too much spoiler. Yeah? Hang on. Hang on a second, buddy. The reason I stack my buildings together so much, I'll use this one as an example. So my water plant is 3 squares wide, and it raises the efficiency of it. So even this one's, I leveled it up to what, 3rd tier or something like that, whatever the max tier is. But with 3, if you put one building down, you put another building next to it. Instead of it being a 4 and another 4, it becomes like 10, something like that. So if you, oh, this is a fine example of it. So my restaurant is 22, and if I level it up again, it will go to 26. So if I come down here to my main restaurant, and this one is 34, and it will go up +6 instead. So you get a greater gain by having all of your buildings all gang together. They become more efficient, if that makes sense for you. Cersei, I think I said that right. I hope that answered your question. Yeah, dude, go for it. So if you go to the place where you find missions, hang on, push triangle, and that's going to open a circle menu. You push X for play. Okay, and then it's going to be a funny map menu on the left-hand side, and it's going to have a whole bunch of names of stuff. So you go all the way to the top of that where it says Apprentice. You click that, and then it's going to say, it should have another drop down so you can do the tutorial from right there. What'd you say? The baths is the very first mission, and that one, yeah, play with that one. That'll give you a good idea about what's going on. And then click play game, and then you're gonna find out the monsters are gonna come through the wall. They're gonna get past you. Don't get too frustrated. You just you know, play the game a little bit and see what happens. Cersei, the reason that I put them all together like that, it has to do with the length of the map. So my power room is 3 squares. My living quarters should have been... Why not? Oh, okay. Have random building next to more. Oh, the different buildings? The so this is a dead... This area right here is a dead square. So my storehouse and my living quarters, I never put any people in. So if monsters are going to spawn there, they usually go. They usually will attack a building that's empty. So instead of it spreading all around, then I just leave everybody that's in this room. I leave everybody that's in this room. I leave everybody that's in this room. I leave everybody in this room. And then I just pull the people. I grab a guy from right here and I throw him into this room. And that stops my fires from spreading. And that stops all my bugs from getting loose and stuff like that. It keeps it contained that way. Oh, different buildings. Like, so both of my power plants are right here next to each other. But otherwise, the game's limit is the 3 blocks together. So it doesn't matter if I put another... really organized. Yeah, I just have to make it work for me. Because once I get people in the buildings that they're supposed to be into, then this building is going to get demolished. And all it's going to be is the second storeroom for all the people that go out into the vault, or that leave the vault. And then everybody else is just going to go in the room and stay and live there. Because I'll put all my training facilities right down here. And I'm just going to swap people out from there. and one little guy is going to be he's going to max out on everything, and that guy is going to be the stud muffin that does all the breeding. So that I can breed super tunes after that. So at the moment I'm just yeah, I have a couple people out in the wasteland right now. This guy's been out for 3.5 hours, and probably, yeah, she's been out for 3.5. Let me see. I have 4 o'clock. I'm on West Coast time, 4:15. A little bit. You got to go do something, because you can just send me you can type me a PlayStation message, and I'll help you play Orcs Must Die. Yeah, dude. You know what you should do? You should probably go do your chores so you don't get cussed out by your parents. That's what I do. When I have to download a video game, it's like, oh man, I got 2 hours of loading. All right, I'm gonna go do a load of laundry. I'll be on for a little while. I'll be on again tomorrow. Dude, I've got a concussion, and it's hard for me to get up and get around to do things. I think Orcs Must Die is fun. It's a tower defense game, so all the monsters come in through the gates, and you got to build crazy traps to try and smash them up. Oh, hey, we got a special Red Rocket truck stop. Yeah, we're going in. Yeah, dude, nice to meet you. Yep. Deal. The first one that you just leave in the beginning. So the monsters come in through a gate, and you put traps down. There's a couple of different types. There's floor traps, there's wall traps, and there's ceiling traps. And it has different monsters have different weaknesses, but mostly as the monsters step on your trap, then it somehow blows them up, and that's pretty much the point of it. You guard it's your rift, but it's basically you guard your base, and you build funnels, and you try and force the monsters to go around the walls and stuff, so they have to step in your traps. You can shoot them in the face with because you've got a hero, and he's either got swords or a gun or claws or something like that. And you can shoot them a little bit, and they chase you. So you can get them to chase you, and then you lead them into more traps. You push little buttons on the wall, and things swing down from the ceiling and smash them up. It's pretty cartoony, but it's definitely has a lot of humor in it. Answer this riddle. Some fear me, some seek me. I may change you, I may... I'm always around you, yet I don't make a sound. What am I? Let's see here. The Brotherhood of Steel, ionizing radiation, mysterious stranger. I don't know and I don't care. I don't know, we'll go with ionizing radiation. I should just kill him anyway. Oh, I got it right. Yes, indeed. Sweet, sweet radiation. Here, you deserve this. Ah, a nice ghoul like you. I don't know yet. They are not going to attack me. Apparently, they are not the gnarly ghouls that we thought they might have been. Alright. Heaven forbid you can answer the question right. Enhanced hunting rifle, a bunch of caps, and a globe. Nice. Yeah, so the Orcs Must Die, it's got, it's pretty cartoony, but some of the things are really funny. Like it's got wall traps where if you walk by it, then it's got a just straight out. So you can use that to throw guys into the acid or the lava. If that's not funny enough for you, then you can, when they walk down a hallway, you put one on one side and one on the other, so they both come out at the same time and smash them at the same. They just make pancakes. Blam! It looks like Wile E. Coyote. If you put flip traps on a bridge, that throws them way up into the air, out into space. If they're off the ground and you can shoot them or hit them, then they take critical damage. I don't know, the whole thing is its own batch of humor. Zoe's one of the characters you buy with game items, but she's a nerd and she's reads books. Well, her move is join her book club, and she hits people with this big god-awful book, and it just blasts them everywhere. So instead of having traditional weapons, then they're silly about it. Yeah, it's in the depot. It's free to play. You can download it. There's an ogre shaman. He's a really powerful guy, and so's his smell. So if you can stand being next to him, then he tells smelly jokes. It's medium offensive and also quite humorous at the same time. I enjoy it. It definitely has its endearing qualities. Ah, 750. Nuts. Full on water. It's in the depot. No, oh, the strange guy that gives you caps. Oh, I have my sound off. Yeah, the mysterious stranger. Yeah, he pops up all the time, and I don't see him right now. The radio studio isn't good. No, I haven't leveled. I need to upgrade it, and I have to build it into a block of 3 in order for it to get really strong. You need to have a... Go ahead. The people or the buildings? Yeah, you gotta smash them. For instance, I'd have to smash this entire thing. If I took this section of elevator out, I couldn't do it because this building would then be isolated. Let's see here, you guys. Playing the lottery. Oops. I don't know, I like having the radio. You can do a couple of different things with it, even if you can't make it pull in people from outside, which is what I'm going to do with it until I have about 40 people. That way I don't have to... It's way faster than trying to raise them myself with intermingling and the breeding and stuff like that. Until I get a guy and I can amp him up to level 10 or get him full specials. You guys are terrible. Yes, it does. I was just talking about that with everybody earlier, that if you... I got a guy in here somewhere. There he is. He's wearing the lucky suit. I usually throw him in the building or take his suit off of him so that I can do a couple of upgrades and not have as many fails. I do like that they actually incorporated the luck from other Fallouts into this game so that it does something. Let's see here. Oops. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Radio station number 2. That's usually how I build my dwellers. So if I was gonna, we'll use my power or the water station room as an example, since I gotta harvest it right now. This girl, because she already has a really high perception, I would send her into the perception room so that she can gain perception, and once that gets to 9 or 10, I would pull her out of that and then put her into the lucky room, and then once she has her luck maxed out and her perception maxed out, then she would go back into the water plant, and that's where she would live and die for the rest of her life. I also keep all my guys on the top floor. I make sure that they have the biggest guns. Since I only just started out, I don't have enough guns actually for all my characters. Let's see here. There we go. I'm going to pull this guy out of here because I have so many. Well, let me see here. Yep. So now I'm just biding time. I have plenty of stim packs and I don't need any more, so I'm going to move that guy around. Oops, there we go. If I recall these guys, then I think this guy alone would be enough to outfit all my settlers with guns, and this guy's got a couple too. However, I think after they get, after, what is it, 6 hours, 8 hours, I'd have to read the forums and see what happens, but after they reach a certain threshold, then they start actually picking up the blue guns or a purple gun, and that's what I'm really hoping for. I do, in fact, have the Overseer's office. It is right here. I just haven't started doing any of the quests yet. I don't have enough people to send into it. That one's got blueprints. I do believe this is exactly the same as the mobile, except I think the controls are a little bit easier. The where's a room that's got people in it? So my water treatment room has quite a few people in it. I'm using the left analog stick to be able to move around like this. I use the left and right trigger to be able to zoom in and out. And if you want to select a person, you just click on the room and then use the analog stick left and right, and then you can click and drag them. If you do select a person, it's real easy to swap their guns out. It's easy to swap the clothes out. It's one button click. I played the game for the tablet a long time ago, but the R1 is going to give you pets. The game gave me one, and it's oh yeah, there we go. It's this puppy, and the puppy gives my hero 27% health or something like that. But I haven't picked up another one. Cersei might be able to answer that question a little bit better, but I think the majority of the really good pets are probably going to come from the Overseer quest. Like this one, the gun that shows up on this one is going to be, yeah, imagine having all BB guns, which is pretty much how it started, and that kind of sucks. So this one's got actually a really powerful laser in it, so I'll want to send people on the Nuka World trip. Yeah, the lunchbox. Oh, right. So if you hit circle button and I'll move the thing up and down so you can see it highlight. The lunchboxes menu, I don't have any right now, so they're going to try and sell them to me. And I think this is how the game's going to be making their money. However, if you do the ribbons missions right here, then you do the, I don't want to say bullshit, because some of these are easy and some of them are very hard. Then you either get caps or the one that's right here on top. If you get people to dance, and then of course they're going to do the horizontal mambo, which is how that goes, then you get a lunchbox. And the lunchbox, the long wait times. I think this room has a 12-minute wait time. If you look where it says, whoops, 1 second. Yeah. So there's a couple of different things that you can do to the wait times. If you put people in the room with the appropriate stat, that shortens the wait time tremendously. For example, this power station is going to be 10 minutes. Oh yeah, it's free to play. They just launched it for PlayStation 4. They announced the launch of it at E3 at the same time they were doing the Fallout 76. So as I was saying about the long wait times, this room has got a 10-minute something or other. If I go up above and I pull out my heroine, the girl with she's got my strength armor on and she's got the highest strength character I've got, and I drag her down here with 5 strength, that drops that room speed down to 4 minutes. So this guy right now, he's going to be 11 minutes before he makes any stim packs. I don't care because I'm full on those, but I just want the timer to keep running in case I want it. If you don't like that and you want to be able to put people inside, you put a lot of people in the room, you can get the timer down to 3 or 4 minutes. However, oh good. So in 30 seconds, this room is going to give me the food again, and if I push up on the D-pad, then I just farmed this room a couple of times, but and every time you do that, so some of it does run when the console is off, and some of it does not run. So all of my little people in the house here, they'll go to sleep after about 15 minutes and they won't be active. However, my little turds that are out there in the desert wandering for their lives, their timer is going to continue to run. So you wake up in the morning, either they're going to be so full of junk, or they're just going to be skull and crossbones, and you got to pay caps to revive them. It's going to be one or the other. You can revive them, and if you do that, then they only can come back. Unless they change. They don't continue. I don't think they continue to run. I think they only run home after that. Oh yes, they definitely haul back all their junk. But if you leave them out there for 6 hours or 8 hours after death, then I believe they rot. And that's pretty much the end of it. 42 on that one. 53 on that one. Let's see if I got a good... See if I get a room I can rush. Oh yeah, 31 for that one. So I'll move somebody in there to help out. And I think it's this guy. Yeah, this guy's my cook. So this room it just went from 11 minutes to 4 minutes as these guys come rushing in here to save the day. But I don't want to wait 4 minutes. If I think I need food now, I'm going to push up on the D-pad, and I have a 30% chance, 31, for the room to have something bad happen to it. I'll either get rad roaches or it'll catch on fire. Just my luck. If you don't have enough people in here, then the fire is going to spread, and it gets kind of ridiculous. If you have low-level people in here, like that guy's level 16, that guy's 14, that one's the low-level guy at 8, you can see how their life bars are going to start to spread out a little bit. The low-level guy takes more damage. And it changes their happiness. It's almost like they don't appreciate getting burned alive and stuff. Bunch of sissies. However, when you complete saving... Right? But once you finish saving the room, then you at least get an XP bonus for it. And because I'm greedy, then I'm going to hit it again and say, well, 40% instead of 30%. You get more caps, which is there in the middle. You also get more XP. Roll a dice and see what we get. There we go. And I win that time. So I get caps, I get the food, and I get the XP. If I hit it again, it's up to 50%. I get more caps and more XP. It turns into risk versus reward. The highest that I've ever get success at is about 80%. One of the things that Cersei mentioned a little bit ago that I talked about a couple hours ago was that if your characters have a lot of luck, the more luck they have, it will decrease the percentage of you having a problem with your stuff. And my guys are taking a beating here, so I'm going to stuff them with the stim packs. Otherwise, you got to pay just a stupid amount of caps to try and revive them. There we go. %61%. Here we go. More food. Oh no, production failure. Yeah, so like the little guy that's on the right side there, his life is the lowest. So if I push the button to enter the room, it's not him. So if I use the analog stick, I'm going to give that guy a stim pack, and I don't want to. Or the D-pad, I mean. So I want to move it around with the analog stick to figure out who's got the lowest life. And then you give that one the stim pack. Oops. The room finished first. Now if you don't want to use stim packs because you either don't have them or you're a cheapskate, then you can just sit long enough. As long as your food level is high, your people will heal. If your water level is high, then the radiation that they collect will go away. If you don't have enough water, they gain radiation. If you don't have enough food, then they starve. If you don't have enough power, then your buildings start to go to sleep. And then the more sleepy your buildings are, the more likely you are to have monsters and fires and stuff break out. The children. In the top left-hand corner, it says I have 20 vault dwellers. If I hit the square button, it will tell me what my people are doing. And this one right here, Heather Bishop, is a child for another 54 minutes. In 54 minutes, she'll become an adult. This one in 41 minutes. Oh, that building or that room's ready to harvest. So I have 3 kids. Yeah, I have 3 children that are soon to be adults. When you level up a character like I just did there, then the game, let's see if I can find one without tampering with it first. Too sad that I just did it without mentioning it. Anyway, it's going to have their little name in the back, and it'll have the little 1-up symbol from the good old-fashioned Mario Brothers kind of thing. And if you level, all you have to do is click on the room and highlight them. Breeding takes way too long. Well, I mean, in the beginning you have to breed in order to get more dwellers, but in order to get specials, the only way to get special or rare dwellers is you have to call them in from the outside or get them out of a lunchbox. The only other option than that, because I have a special guy down here, it's this guy. He came with high-level stats and a 5-point jacket instead of a 3-point jacket. All the other characters get a 3-point jacket. So those guys either come out of a lunchbox or you call them in from the Badlands. That's the only way. I'm going to end up starting a breeding program, as it were. And I'm going to, as soon as I can build the buildings down here, not the weight room, athletics, the classroom. This will be strength, agility, intelligence, endurance. I think this one's charisma, and I think this one's for luck. As you max out all these skills, then you breed somebody that has, say, 10 strength with somebody that has 10 agility, then you have a child that has random whatever other stats they have, but they're going to have high strength and high agility. They're going to be born with it because mom and dad have it to start with. Oh yes, the R1 button will help you with your happiness. And the higher your happiness, in fact, that's correct, the more your bonuses. That's a very good point, Cersei. Let's see here. For anybody that's new that just hopped in, the Overseer's office is a quite helpful thing. 2 quests at a time. See, so this is it's gonna require a lot of dwellers to go out and do, but this will be one of those places where you can start picking up really special items. However, your guys are going to be gone for, this one's 30 minutes. Okay, fine. This one's 23 hours. So you're going to send a crew of guys. They're not going to be making resources. They're not going to be defending your fort. They're not going to be doing the other things. They're going to be gone for 24 hours, and I don't have enough that I can send out yet. But this 30-minute one, yeah, okay, I can do that. 1 hour, okay. 6 hours, yeah, before bed, I guess. This one, if I'm going to go do something, but each one of these things, I don't know, it's just like any other game. Oh, yes. Mr. Handy is the thing. If you get him, he's just like in the console part. He'll harvest all your rooms for you on time. And you won't have to click anything. No, he's not good at collecting caps. But I don't know what's more important, making sure your people didn't starve or making sure you got all the money that you needed from the raiders that may or may not have attacked. Let's see here. Well, I think we better do the business. I still have the quest to have a bunch of people do the dancing job. And let's see here. Yep, she's pretty average. That's the saddest part about this is you, all your beginning characters are pretty average. And that makes them kind of tough to work with. Oh, thanks, Cersei. It was nice to meet you. And if you catch me on Orcs Must Die, then I'll be happy to play with you. I think it's a fun game. I've got a clan. It's called Iron Man. It's the Iron Man clan. I think I have 27, 28 people last time I looked. But you can pop that one up. I do live streaming of that one every once in a while when I try something new. But if you just send me a friend request or PlayStation request, then you'll know whenever I'm on playing it, and you can send me a message that way. Do some of the early missions. Let's see here. 1 charisma. Yep. I did a mission. One of the missions that I had was called, I made a video of it. It's Endless Baths for Noobs on Orcs Must Die. It's about a 25-ish minute video, but if you watch what happens, then you can see how crazy it gets. The best part is that if you played the game with me, then you don't have to put any traps down. My traps are, now that I've been playing it enough, my traps are strong enough that all you have to do is shoot monsters and watch how I put the things down and just shoot more monsters and shoot more monsters. It's an easy way to get some of the better boxes in the game as well as level up. The point of leveling up kind of fast is so that when you log in for a daily, it gives you a chest. It says, hey, thanks for playing, we're going to give you a chest at your level. So if you're still in the newbie area, you get a newbie chest. But if for whatever reason you're high enough level, even if you haven't completed the missions, your guy's got enough experience, then it'll give you the Rift Lord chests, and that's going to give you a lot more stuff in them. Like, pretty much the difference between opening a white box and opening a purple or an orange box every day. It saves so much time in the game. So much time. All right. Oh, even better. We got another Patrick's Super Duper Mart. We're going. Talk both sides out of the standoff? What are you talking about? That's what you have a BFG for. You know, BFG. So you can just shoot them all and take all the loot. Ah, they're even in power armor. Don't move. How about you don't move? Tactical operation. Divulge my identity. I'm a vault dweller. Okay, smoke out some dangerous elements holed up in the basement. Okay. I love what they've done with the place. Cute. The guy's got comments. Nothing like a vault dweller going below the surface. It's just so natural for him. Yeah, sure, I'll go down there. Dude, you don't know what's down there. How bad could it be? I'm a vault dweller. There we go. There's my globe. At least I get something for showing up. What's up, baddies? Ah. They need to scan me. Adequate adequate hygiene and low brain activity. Vault dweller. Friend, I killed those Brotherhood doofuses for you. That's funny. Yeah, I don't care about your trouble. Well, we don't care about you, so there. Complete super duper trooper. That's chill. I'll just ghost just. I think it goes just past through me. Okay. Well. I'm just going to go over here and see what happens next. How exciting. I'm not sure if I like that they added this little bit or not. I didn't end their standoff. I guess I should have killed them. Whoops. Oh well. Got some armor. Nice. Another stim pack. Nice. And a gun. Of course. And that looks like it. Talk to both sides of the standoff. Continue exploring. I suppose I should have shot him. Hunting rifle, armored vault suit, and a globe. 450 caps though. That's definitely a thing. Oh, one moment. I gotta mute my mic. I have returned. I had to do something terrible. I had to talk about paying the garbage bill. Which is kind of a funny joke here, because one of the YouTube videos that I made was about feeding my pet spider that I'd captured, and I couldn't feed the spider until after I'd let the garbage get rot enough that I could catch some bugs. Oh, there's only 2 people here, but there's a guy back there. He's the one waiting to level up. If he was damaged, then it would heal him all the way. Rush for 61. Yeah, we'll just do it. Oh, and we get it. Big money. Big prizes. Man, I haven't played that game in a long time. That would be for for those older video game players, would have been Super Smash TV. It was a really interesting arcade game. You had 2 joysticks, and one was the direction your guy walked, and the other one was the direction your guy would shoot. Which, of course, was amusing to me. If you played it on the classic Nintendo, the first one, then you would have to take 2 of the square controllers and you hold them together so the D-pads were on top, and that's how you would operate both parts of it. $1,000 to upgrade that thing. Good grief. I think I'm gonna have to build another. Alright, somebody's do a little dance, make a little love. Yep. Look at all those happy faces. I wonder if they timed it so that it's 8 seconds. Corny joke. Why cowboys make bad lovers? It's because they think that 8 seconds is a long ride. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, we'll toss her up in this one. I think it's the funniest part. This girl has 1 charisma, and this girl has 2. So he's like, well, I'm gonna talk to the cute chick. Sorry. Wow, 21 stim packs. He's got a lot more than he left with, that's for sure. So does she. Sent him out with 10 and 4, and she's up to 11 and 4, and he's at 21 and 3. That's ridiculous. I'm just gonna let him run all night. I hope he picks up some good stuff. I'd be very pleased to, you know, get some purple guns. Let's see here, a little bit of money. I can merge my next room, deliver 8 babies. That's what I'm sort of working on right now. And the dancing. If anybody watches these later, then one of the nice things that I've found so far is that usually the quest missions go together. Come here, buddy. Get in there with your sniper rifle and do some magic. These must be really tough bad witches. Yeah, not going to feed her a stim pack. She's a little busted up, but as long as the room doesn't catch on fire, she'll be okay. Oh, come on, man. You got 4 charisma. You gotta be able to seal the deal eventually. 4,500 to upgrade this building. Woo! In fact, I think that that's probably not worth it. I don't think that I'm going to need 9 stim packs every 6 minutes. She found 4 caps. That's wonderful. Nice. Get a little more. Chance of 44. Whoa. Rifleman, run upstairs. Come on. Grab the ugly girl. Send her in there. Ah, the stim packs are ready. I'm not going to lose anybody. And I am cheap about my stim packs, so she could really use one right now, but she doesn't really need it. So if they can kill that last grab roach before she dies, or get some, like, there we go, ba-bing, perfect. She's not getting one, so that one's going to go back to its room, and those ones are going back to her room, and she'll start to heal up over time, and in about 12-ish minutes, 13 minutes, the room will be back to normal, and that's what that'll be. And the ugly girl is back to waiting in line for her turn. How nice. The clinic finished making stim packs. Oh, hey, they danced. Lovely. Took long enough. I want to speed this up. Wait a second. I want to... Nope, I have 24 stim packs right now. And I legitimately do not have a reason to tell these knuckleheads to make more, because I can only hold 25. So that's the reason why I don't think needing to make 9 at a time is going to be really feasible, because now I'm up to 22 radiation packs as well. And alright, so in a half an hour he's going to have 2 more. He gets a lot of XP, but he doesn't make very many caps. Let's see here. This building is going to be upgrade. Yeah, needs 1,000 to upgrade. Oh, hey. Scotty, you beamed her up. What room did I pull her from? I think she was a water maker, actually. Yep, she was. Let's see here. That guy leveled up. Let's see here. That's going to get 1 more room. And then I'll probably put storage on the end of that to cap it off. And then because the power meter is starting to climb, then I think the next batch of rooms is obviously going to be a power station. Whoops. 100% and failed. Ah, the sentry down there. Yeah, she got a stim pack. But I've got some of them. Ah, there we go. Mustachio. He doesn't have a gun. Oh, hey, he's got a gun now. How nice. I'm sure he's gonna like having that. Well, pregnancy, water. That one's almost done. So I do believe I'm going to collect my rooms. And then I'm going to send my kids out on a mission. And for the one person that's still lurking in the room, Cersei, if that's you, I don't know. Or if it's you, Radar, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to send my guys out into the wasteland for one of the Overseer's missions. Let's see here. Fist him. Fist her. And 35, that one's a decent gun. Let's see who's got my armor. I don't want that, but we'll take the leather armor from her. Ah, good armor. And a good gun. Ah, there's the mysterious stranger. He just popped up. Thanks, buddy. Well, I mean, I have all the best guns everywhere, but we can only hold so much. Which one are you? Agility and luck. I'll take that one too. Ah, come on, man. Okay, so that's Laura Day. Try to remember that one. To the office. 3 hours for the bottle cap blues. Limited time offer. And it has requirements. 3 endurance, 3 intelligence. Or level 12, 4+. Well, I'm going to take this one for the limited time offer. Bottle and Cappy have been kidnapped from Nuka World by raiders. They were last spotted in an abandoned factory. Head out there and rescue them before it's too late. Boom. Alright. Laura Day is not going. However, Lewis Clark is going. And Jesse Ward is going. And oh yeah, definitely this one too. Alright. Guns. All the guns. Like Deadpool. Battle armor. And you get a new gun. Leather armor. And you get a new gun. And at least one here. Okay. 12 stim packs. I don't know. I'll take 8 of these things anyway. Let's see here. Start now or start the quest? We'll just start the quest. So I think in a couple of hours we'll be ready. Whatever that's going to be. Since I've been online for more than a little while, definitely going to watch and see what happens here, though. They assemble. Come on, 1, 2. There we go, number 3. People are going to know that I'm from the 213. That's right. We're going to do that like Eminem. Felt something vibrate. No mysterious stranger. 2 hours and 59 minutes to reach the destination. Lovely. This guy, he's just going to be chugging along. Come on, get something good out of there. Without making the building collapse. And a magnifying glass with fire ants in it. Blah. What have you got? A couple of globes and an alarm clock. Rad scorpions. Oop, Rad scorpion wins. Sad news, girl. Gotta wear more than a dress sometimes. Alright, well, jokes aside, I do need to eat. And nobody likes the sound of in their ear. So I'm going to excuse myself politely and thank everybody that visited. The questions were very good, and I would say, you know, subscribe to my channel, and I'm really great at all that stuff, but turned it on and we had a Q&A. Sometimes you just want to be a decent fellow and do regular stuff. But, oh, hey. He finally got his moves on. There we go. Perfect. I stalled just long enough for Mr. Mad Hatter to get his monocular shined. Grab him up and send him back to the radio station. Hopefully get some new availabilities. Make sure my water's working right. Okay, and with that, I am signing out, and I will be back at... Get over there quick before they come into the pregnant lady room. Just sit up there in the diner. Oh, good grief. I think I got him corralled now. Yeah, definitely need some bigger guns. The 2 to 3 point guns are not doing it anymore. Definitely time for some shotguns. Of course with that, I'm probably going to get claws. And shotguns aren't going to be enough. Oh, he's got really long ways to run to get to that room. Yep. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, I was going to try and ah, you guys suck. That's one of the only drawbacks to having a small group of people still, is that I don't have enough people to have full rooms. Hey, he's almost 17. That'll heal him up. Alright, we go again at 50%. Come on, nerds. There we go. There we go. He's even closer to 17 now. Even better. Alright. I'm shutting it down and signing off. Thanks for visiting, everybody, and catch you again in a couple hours, a little bit later tonight when I check up on my men. Alright, bye.